I guess I'll have to learn a lot about farming then.
Let's start with those then, I say and point toward the goats.
Yeah, what kind of sheep are they?
They're not sheep, they're goats.
Oh. She blushes bright pink, and it's just about the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I have a lot to learn about farming.
That's okay, I say. I'm a pretty good teacher.
I'll bet you are, she responds. I feel heat rising in my own cheeks, so I distract myself by answering her question.
These are called boar goats. They're most commonly used for their meat, and we occasionally sell some for that reason, but usually we rent them out to farmers who use them to clear brush.
Clear brush?
Yes. You can use machines to tear up the soil and dig plants out of the ground, but it's cheaper and better for the soil if you let grazing animals do the work naturally.
Wow, she says, her eyes wide with fascination. Once more she looks adorable, and once more I desperately wish she was my little girl. So once more I have to distract myself.
All right, let's get back to the house and get your paperwork signed. We can give you room and board and a salary on top of that.
Her eyes widen with surprise. Really? That's incredible.
Not at all, I say. This is a farm. Believe me, you'll earn your keep.
I can't wait to get started. I smile at her.
Let's just worry about the paperwork today. Tomorrow we'll set some expectations around chores.
Sounds good to me. I take her to the house and we finish her paperwork. Mom is cleaning the kitchen, but as soon as we walk in, she disappears upstairs and returns a moment later. Let me show you to your room, Giselle. I'm not staying in the guest room? Oh, goodness, no. Your family now. We'll give you Karl's old room.
I smile at her and say, I'll check in with you in a little. Welcome aboard. Tomorrow we'll go over what your duties might be.
And right now, Mr. Fancy and Important Navy Man, Mom says, pretend you have DP and get the dishes done.
DP? I ask with a laugh.
Isn't it Dishes Patrol? Mom asks with a smile.
I chuckle. We call it KP, Kitchen Patrol. Some of us call it GP, Galley Patrol.
Well, in my house, she says sarcastically, it's DP, so go patrol the dishes.
I notice Giselle smiling at the exchange, and I say, Yes, ma'am.
I get the last dish in the dishwasher about 15 minutes later, and sense Mom behind me. That girl is lovely, Karl, she says.
Oh? I say. I hadn't really noticed.
Don't lie to me, young man, she says with a laugh. Now get out of my kitchen and let me tidy up.
I turn and smile. How can I be lying? You're the only girl on earth beautiful enough for me.
I lean forward and kiss her cheek, and she pushes me away. Oh, go on. She smiles and shakes her head, and I head out of the kitchen. I head upstairs and almost check on Giselle right then, but instead I move past her door, 2 doors down to the room I use for a business office and study. I don't realize what I intend until I call my friend Jeff, who hasn't retired yet, but is on leave at the moment.
God, I need a little girl, I say when he answers, instead of saying hello.
Yeah, he says. I'm doing great. Wife and kids are great. Dog's doing great. Thanks for asking.
Seriously, asshole, I say. I'm going crazy.
We talk for a long while, and I can't help but tell him I'm so desperate for a little girl that my first thoughts about Giselle are wanting to be her daddy. I'm glad to talk to my friend, but by the time I hang up, I don't feel any better about the hole in my life that seems like it will never be filled. I attach my phone to the charger and then leave the office to go check on Giselle and see if she needs anything.